Hello YouTube, it's not October, but we're bringing this channel back from the dead. It is WonPieceTCG with a deck list, but not just any old deck list, not from any random Smo Joe you know down the streets. This is our Smo Joe, someone very dear and near to the channel, Giovanni R, who did the impossible and reached the gates of Valhalla with Katakuri of all decks, baby. And here is Giovanni R today. How are you doing?
I'm having a marvelous day. Thank you for asking. What's up, YouTube people? We're going to do a little Katakuri video for you today. Try and give you the little inside tips and stuff, how to pilot this deck to victory.
Yep, and we also have another dear member of the team, the one and only Henny King, Joel himself.
Hey YouTube, long time no see.
Yep, and as always, it is me, Kieran, here to do all this busy work, posting, editing. Appreciate me, not really. But Gio, let's talk about the deck. How do you feel with Katakuri?
I love it. Been rocking this thing since set 3. It was always just missing that little something, but now it's working pretty good as we saw today. Thank God.
That's great. That's great. Let's get into the deck then.
All right, so I'll try and give you little pointers and stuff as we go through. So a lot of the deck's going to be pretty standard, as you could guess. The best yellow cards is what we're trying to run. So for Pudding, she's your god opener. She top 4s for anything Big Mom Pirates or Sanji.
Yeah.
Then we have your best turn 2 play. Peros, probably the most busted 3 for 5 in the game. If it wasn't good enough that it had an on KO to look at the top 3 for more of your deck, you go ahead and have a trigger to play it to. So,
how do you feel about Peros with Houndblaze being such a big deal?
Honestly, I think it's still just the best 3 for 5 you can run, and there's really nothing you could do. Like, if they have Houndblaze, they have Houndblaze, but it forces them to have Houndblaze. They can't Rob Lucci it. They can, but then I draw.
Yeah, we like those.
Next up, Brulee. I was kind of iffy putting this at 3, you know, because it's just so good, but yeah, it's worked pretty good. 3 was, I always saw it, literally was so good. You put this at the bottom of your life and it's like having a second life when they're trying to go for game. And then the whole point of the deck, as you can see, all these triggers, if you notice, they're really just bodies, right? So next up we have Sanji. The blocker's great for late game. Like literally sitting on a Brulee and a Sanji late game is insane. Like you just feel like there's nothing more secure, you know? But early game, I still try to put Sanji up high when I'm like swinging with the Katakuri leader. I try to leave Sanji on top, not because for the blocker ability, I'm swinging with this, you know? And if they kill it, great. He was a blocker, you know?
Trigger bodies are important. Are we going to see the one and only Smoothie?
Smoothie? You mean Cracker? So Cracker, honestly, I don't think I played him once all 9 rounds, but he's good. He goes with the theme of what we're trying to do. Just put 5k bodies on the field for free that can swing.
So what I'm hearing is Smoothie's better.
I mean, Cracker's good, but like Smoothie, but Cracker, that plus Dawn is literally the same thing as the Katakuri lead, and it's just busted, bro.
Yep, they can win you some games.
Exactly. Then we have 2 Shirahoshi. So I lowered this. I've been like a always mandatory 4 of on this. And it came up a couple times where it was really good because it helps you dig for your big moms or just gets rid of the dead cards in your hand. But I think 2 actually was perfect. You know, because like I said, those one-offs where you see it in life and stuff, if not, it's counter power. But like I said, it's just we're really trying to get these 4 for 5 bodies out. So we try to limit the triggers that can't swing.
Understandable.
Then my favorite card, I love this. I don't know how anyone doesn't run this at a 4. Like, I get it, but at worst, it's a 1k counter. This card is just so good. Yellow's problem was it never could KO. This solves your problem. And you're getting a 5 for 6 on the field. So it's a little tricky sometimes to maneuver like which games you want to swing and don't swing. But like if you play it smart and you're worried about Sakazuki having like a Kuzan, just don't swing, and then you'll be able to Kuzan, or you'll be able to blow up the Kuzan with Gadatsu, you know. So the card's really good. I think it steals games. Even like little things it blows up, like blockers or brand news, whatever can swing. It just makes, instead of swinging your 7K lead at a little weenie, now Gadatsu gets rid of the weenie. You put all that pressure to their lead.
So now, in your matchups, did you find yourself playing Gadatsu to blow anything up?
All the time. Literally, like I said, I don't always see this opening hand, but like I literally remember one game I was so lucky. He goes Hina, and he swung at me. I take it. It was Gadatsu. Dropped it immediately. Got rid of the Hina. Put all my pressure right onto his lead. You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because the good thing about Hina is she's supposed to be a blocker, which saves Sakazuki a card. Now Gadatsu got rid of that blocker, and I'm swinging 7 at their face. Lin, everyone was sleeping on this card. When it first came out, everyone was like, oh, it's no good, it's no good. Now, this might just be the card, bro. Like, I don't know why. It's just so nasty.
Yep.
Like, it's a mental warfare card. Making your opponent have that decision to crit or gain a life. Personally, I'd rather have it just tell me what I gotta do. Making me have the decision is stress, bro.
So you play the card psychological warfare. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so she's super good. There's a big old 7 for 8, and then, you know, and it's honestly, this is better than the 8-drop Katakuri, just because this gives your opponent a life. Hopefully, this crits their life or gains you a life. And then guess what? If they had to get rid of a 8K body anyways, they have to get rid of an 8K body. So this is just better.
Now,
And
it helps with the aggression, right? Because then you could just swing 7 with Katakuri.
Exactly, yeah, because I didn't realize you want to really pop this leader ability off as much as you can. 7K attacks are working so strong because all the meta decks, Purple Luffy, Sakazuki, they're not running like Punk Hazard and these like super counter out for free cards. 7K swing means 2 cards out of their hand.
And then with the Katakuri, you mentioned you're only playing it at 1. Do you just not like the Katakuri?
I just really wanted to have it in there for spice because you really never know. Honestly, it did win me a game against Uta, but I think I'd still take it out because I put their 7-drop Luffy blocker in life, and you know it was cute. It really did help me because, like I said, it got rid of the body. That way I could kill the other stuff on his field, and he has to give me more cards. You get the blocker out of the way, and then they can give you cards from hand. But realistically, this is better.
I don't want to play with you anymore.
I guess this you really play a turn earlier because usually you're on 8, then 10 if you're playing on curve. But I've blown up Borsalinos with this. Like, this card is nasty, bro.
And by Borsalinos, do you mean the 7-drop?
The 7-drop Borsalino. Yeah.
Maybe.
Like, so I defended my life. He defended his life. When it came time, I dropped this right on 9, blew up his Borsalino. Jaw drop.
You really said.
This card won me a couple games, bro. Like I said, that Borsalino play took his only card off the field, bro. He was done. And then there was another game where literally he had like 2 bodies, like 2 big bodies on the field, right? And I knew I was sitting on a blocker or something, and this brought me back to 2 life, and it literally made it where he couldn't kill me, you know. And then next turn he was at 0 already. I've been chipping him, but this gave me the extra life I needed to survive. Like, this was really good because I didn't see 10 mom.
So between that and 7-drop mom, which one would you like to apply more, like add more? Because it seems like you really like those 2 cards.
9. 7's good, but it's not good late game when you already hit all their life, because then they'll just choose to hit their life and you get nothing. This, you guaranteed get a life, maybe even KO something, you know? And like I said, it's the magic thing about this. We're getting our leader ability off. We're playing the 9. We get to see what we put in our life when we swing 7 with lead. Because like I said, a lot of Sakazuki games, they play those 6K blockers. So if I put a 10 mom out and I swing 5, they block for free. I play this. They didn't have any life, so I didn't lose anything like a 10 mom, and I critted them. I got my life. I KO'd something, and now I get to swing for 7. So this is actually better than Big Mom sometimes. You know, if they don't have life, there's no reason to Big Mom.
Yep.
Then of course, probably the best 10 drop in the game, I think.
No, agreed. The best 10 drop in the game.
Banner. I do it. You won't.
Yeah. I know they've been talking about a ban list. Like, if this gets hit, I don't know if Katakuri survives, bro. Because literally, you might as well just play a no then. Because this is what makes Katakuri, you know? Getting
Big
the
Mom
life,
in general.
getting the life, getting a 12K body, like, this card's just, it's it. It's it.
It's it. She is him.
Then we'll start getting into the 2Ks. Cruising. It's a searchable Big Mom pirate. And then this is our respect for red card. Joel, what do we do if we see the 1-drop buggy?
We play Struzen and not pudding.
Yep, we dropped this Struzen. Lost the game in Orlando. Final game because I didn't Struzen them when I could have. The name of the game with yellow is trying to survive as long as you can. Out combo swings when you can. You're just trying to make it to the late game. The next best 2K in the game, I think, right?
I think it's best, one of the best triggers in the game.
Yeah, which makes it the best 2K also.
Yeah.
Yeah, this card can single-handedly stop Uta. Because literally their whole thing is they want to get that I'm unstoppable off where they swing multiple times. I'm invincible, I'm sorry, yeah. And then this just stops them right in their tracks. You put this in the back of your life, and when they try to go all in to kill you, this will win you the game. Then we got our next trigger, Satori. So this guy is cute. He's like he's a playable 2K, but honestly, he's the least trigger I'll actually activate, just because I don't want to lose a 2K usually. Like, cause most of the times I gotta lose a 2K and another card to play this, and I was like this is really good. You still run it because you could play it. Like late game when you need a body, you play it. But early game, I usually would not play this.
Yep.
Like with the trigger. And I've never tapped 5 for it.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Then the MVP of the night. This card stole me multiple games. This really right here, I think, is the MVP of the whole deck, probably. Like right next to Big Mom. Like this card, too good. Too good, bro. I don't know why. KOing a 5 and critting a life. The crit life obviously sucks, but that KO of 5 is busted.
Yep.
Then the last and final card of the deck we have, Amaru. This is literally what yellow was missing. Because everyone would try to put up blockers to get past this big 12K body, right? Amaru says, nope, you're going to have to out combo that 12K. So... Sorry. But yeah, so this is the deck, and honestly, this was probably the best combo that won me multiple games. You Thunderbolt a kid blocker, you rest the law blocker, and you still go in for 15 because the Amaru buffs and your leader buffs.
Yep. So if you enjoyed Thunderbolt and Amaru, would you ever raise Thunderbolt to 4 or even raise Amaru more than 2?
No, I think Thunderbolt's really good in small doses. You can't really Thunderbolt every turn, you'll lose.
Do it, please. If you're playing Katakuri, do it.
And then Amaru's really good, but it's the same problem. You have to be at 1 life for it to work. So,
yep.
And really, this combination is get out of jail free. This combination is what you're usually doing. 10 mom swing, 10 mom swing, you know? So most of the time you don't have Dawn for this, but when you need to kill, this is where you go.
100%, especially with the tactic against yellow, is always leave them at 2 to literally now play around the Amaru. But Thunderbolt's just like, oh, you're gonna leave me at 2? That's cute. Crit yourself.
Yep.
Agreed.
Won multiple games with these bad boys. So that was the whole deck list. Any other questions for me, or like stuff that you had like wondered how I played or something for like tech?
Well,
No,
Joel,
that-
you oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry, I lied. I'm a horrible human being. Actually, then question: you obviously won it all. How did you feel about your Sokka matches, which is supposed to be the number one deck?
Honestly, I really love Sakazuki. We tried our best to like learn that deck inside and out, like hours on the sim, but we were just getting ran through. Like I think the deck's great, but it just loses because eventually you run out of cards. Like Thunderbolt or like Rob Lucci has to get other cards to minus it. Uh, Borsalino has to use other cards to minus it, and just continuously doing that every turn, trying to take off multiple bodies. Eventually, their hand's so low. And then remember, they only have 4 life. They take the first 2, and then everything after that, they're out countering. So their hand goes fast. And by the time I'm dropping 10 mom, they got no gas left in the tank. You know.
Gotcha. What would you say is your worst matchup? I would ask.
I mean, I versed 5 Sakazukis today, 2 purple Luffys, and 2 ultis. And probably the match I was always scared for the most was purple Luffy, just because of one singular card. Can you guess it, Cesar?
Magellan.
Yep. Ban Magellan. Ban Magellan.
10 drop, ban page, bro. I can't handle this shit.
But yeah, literally, I got so lucky so many games where literally I'm on like 8 Dawn, right? And it's my turn to go 10 Mom next turn. And they're like tap 5. And bro, I swear to God, it feels like time slows down. And I'm like sweating, bro, because they tap 5. What is it gonna be? If it's Magellan, I'm screwed because then I can't play 10 Mom, you know? And thank God, every time they were like kid blocker, poly blocker, or poly whatever, you know, like so
Yeah.
I got lucky. All the games I played, they didn't play Magellan, and Magellan really messes this deck up. So
Yep.
I think I got a little lucky.
Well,
Now, now against Anel, what's your strategy against Anel? Especially that Anel likes to delay and go as deep into the game as it can.
Honestly, I didn't verse in Enel, but 10 Mom's really your answer. They 9 drop Yamato isn't better than 10 drop Linlin.
Okay, I agree.
well, Gio, I think that's everything we have to ask. Thank you for the deck list. Honestly, just congratulations on topping. Like,
Yeah, congrats.
yeah, congrats, dude. Especially when that Shanks come in. I will definitely visit your house. You better please watch me, or my inner demons will awaken.
Yeah, and then it's gonna look real nice next to the. Yeah, so I'm very happy. Literally, these serial cards are pretty much unattainable if you can't top, bro. Because there's
Yep.
no way I can afford these cards. Like
Yep.
Yeah, agreed.
Well, with that's the deck list. That's Katakuri. Once again, Gio, congratulations. Joel, thank you for joining us. And
Yeah, no problem. Thank you guys for watching.
yep, my name's Kieran, and this has been One Piece CCG. And with that, goodbye.